Golu! Golu! No! I'm so sorry, bhai.
Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Raji, an ancient epic. And it is by Nodding Heads Games and published by Super.com. This is the demo as part of the Steam Game Festival that's currently going on. And it's about 10 minutes long, and I'm just going to play through it. I've got my controller here. And it's a basically a brawler game with some, I guess, Hindu inspirations or iconography and stuff. Rather interesting story thing going on, and the combat's actually pretty fluid and cool. So let's just get into it. There's going to be a little bit of story here as we go in.
What is this place?
Right now we can run.
She is so young.
A child. Remember Shiva's words.
It is so much weight to put on the shoulders of a mortal. Is this one strong enough?
Time will tell.
Ma Durga, I need you now.
Her brother and the other children had been seized by the Gadasura. I told her that she must be strong. Her journey would be difficult and full of unknowns. I blessed her with the Trishul, my most powerful weapon that Shiva had given to me. This, with Raji's own serenity and strength, would save her brother.
And now we have a weapon. There's going to be some story here, so I'm going to try not to...
She has no serenity. Her heart rules her head.
She walks boldly into a dark cave. She leaps chasms. She stands fearless before a goddess.
Har Har Mahadev.
There is fire in her. Yes, it must be tempered. But without that fire, she would have already given up.
Many mortals would not be brave enough to climb.
Our Raji has no fear of heights. Watch.
Here's where it gets a little bit weird. The perspective when you're trying to jump between these poles is a little bit weird here. And it doesn't look like you're lined up. And yeah, that's what happens. That's obviously, this is just a demo, a very early demo of the game. So I think they're going to have to work a little bit on their perspective here because it's very hard to tell if you're lined up or not with something. Crying out loud. Anyway, while we're constantly redoing this, controls feel rather good. The one thing I will note, this is obviously just a free demo right now, and it's free during this sort of Steam game festival that's going on. I'm going to be looking at a couple games from the game festival. When you first play this, the performance will be absolutely horrible because for some reason it takes...
See, she is learning to think and to use the skills of her childhood.
It is one thing to climb a pole, and quite another to face a devil.
To save her brother, Raji must face the demons. She held the Trishul, and it was a gift of great power. It was blessed by Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, and would help her stand against her terrible foe. But it was also a great responsibility. To wield it, she would need strength, courage, and belief.
Have any of you seen my brother? The other guard. Go, now, before they come back.
Yeah, as I was saying, when you first install this game, it will run absolutely horribly. I discovered that it was, for some reason, it thought that I wanted to play in 4K. And it was like, it had super sampling and stuff, and so the frame rate was just atrocious. I went into, there is no options menu or anything, or any menu of any kind. So I went into the INI files. There's a game engine INI or something underneath your user, your app data local for the game, and you can in there set your resolution to, in my case, 1080p, and suddenly the game and suddenly the game works rather what the okay. Oof. I never died there before, so I didn't see the camera was a little bit unsure of where to be. So yeah, you'll want to turn that down to 1080p. But other than that, all the other settings in there seem to be maxed out, and it seems to be working okay. So I didn't try to go down here during the demo last time. So I know that this only lasts about 10 minutes. Yeah, I don't know what's down here. I haven't been down here before. Really nothing I can interact with. Okay. Anywho, we're gonna get into some combat right now. And they do a very good job of tutorializing
Hear your pulse,
and how
the
to do
beating
it.
of the war drum. Feel your heart quicken. The strength flow through you. Fight, Raji. Be the warrior.
You can see how our health and all that stuff are bars around the feet
She has the demon reeling.
of the enemies,
Now
and
she will bring
then
an
when you get
end
them
to
down
it.
to red health there, like this green is all
This
health for
door
you.
is weaker than the other.
When you get them
And the
down
Trishul
to red
is a
health,
most versatile weapon.
you can do like a finishing move on them. And I assume you get more stuff for a finishing move. I'm not sure. More health out of it. I don't know, but I tend to do them anyway because they're a lot of fun. So. A kind of allows you to dodge here. As far as I know, there's no. Ooh, as far as I know, there's no like stamina or anything like that, which is nice. I hate all these like stamina-based games. After a while, you just want to just be a badass and just take these guys on. Not having to worry about what kind of stamina you've got or not. Now, whether or not the final game will have stamina in it, who knows?
You see, my daughter? They are not as strong as you. Not all souls will be foolish enough to so please.
And later on, we get some more, like, we get some stunning things and whatnot, where you can actually stun the enemies. Stun moves there. And of course, there's wall running.
Watch this. She's a circus performer, our Raji. See what she can do.
A lot of these gaps, it's hard to tell whether or not you can actually jump them or not. But, thanks to... Ooh. Oh, okay, that worked. Apparently there's no fall damage either. This is one of the stunning moves that they're introducing you to. As you see, it can go spin around here, which we will do. Throw these guys over to us. Apparently, if you don't do a finishing move on them, you don't get any of the health back. Which is, you really want to make sure you don't completely finish them off without doing that B. And this is also a introduction to some of the puzzle aspects.
The mandala shows each person their past.
There is always a purpose to such visions.
Okay. This way, I believe, like that, that, and there we go.
It is myself and Golu.
Here's another tutorial where you go up here and you can do X, or you can go up and do Y. I won't do a whole lot of because it's actually harder to time it than you might think. Excellent. all about stunning these guys as much as you can. Like your Y ability kind of stuns them a little bit. And if you switch up between Y and X, you kind of get a little bit of a stun off on them. It feels pretty good. I mean, the animations are pretty herky-jerky, but you would expect that from an early demo.
Your sister's shrines are fed by violence. Raji can make use of that if she's careful.
Om Shri Mahakalikayai Namaha.
She begins to learn the Trishul's power.
Okay, get me down a little bit here. Gonna do a little bit of a special move there. When we first started out with the left button there. I don't have any more power though to do another one, as far as I know. They also seem to get caught over in this corner here where they can't do anything. Alright. Awesome.
You must admit, she shows promise.
She will need battle skills. That is so true, and they will be sorely tested. But that is not what I meant when I asked if she was strong. Look here, Durga. They have captured your own story. Mahishasura, the shape-shifter, the buffalo demon. Evil incarnate. Yet, without him, you would not have come to be. This is the moment when he was granted the boon by Brahma. No man could kill him. And here, Mahishasura seized the heavens, unkillable, defeating and driving out all the devas, and even Indra himself. Your birth, Durga. The Devas knew it was their only chance to create a being capable of destroying their foe. All their power focused into one body, gifted with all their weapons. I wonder what your first thoughts were. You forced him back. I remember it well. You on a lion's back, leading the battle line. The Devas flocking behind you, inspired with new courage. Mahishasura at bay, forced to take his true form. The monstrous buffalo, stamping and blowing, crushing warriors with his hooves and throwing them into the air with his great horns. The killing blow struck with the trishul in your hand. There was no fear on your face, although Mahishasura had shaken the heavens themselves. The battle light in your eyes, determination on your brow. I knew then what the Devas had made, and I knew then what change you would bring to our world. From evil comes great good. Such is the balance of the world.
What has happened here?
She can feel the foulness of this place.
You are surprised? Mahabalasura's demons have warped one of the holy trees of Bhumi Devi. This is why Shiva imprisoned him, to stop such corruption.
What is corruption? Things change.
That, I don't know if that was like considered a mini boss or something, but yeah, that his he's a little bit broken because you can just stand under his legs and just wail on him. Now this one's interesting because you're like, what do I do here? How do I get these pieces to line up? But what you do is you look at what effect it's having on the ruins around you. And when they start to go back down again, you know you've got it right here. And go. There it is.
The tree showed Raji a vision of Golu, of dark clouds and a gathering storm, threatening destruction on the world. And behind it all, a being of great power and malice.
The route is open to the fortress of Jaidar. She is indeed strong, Durga.
She is. I hope she is strong enough to bear what she finds inside.
And that is it, friends, and it immediately starts over again. But that, my friends, has been Raji, an ancient epic. It is by Notting Head Games and published by Super.com. This was just the demo of it. So you can, by the time this video goes up, the Steam Game Festival will be over with. But it's something you can kind of maybe put on your wish list, keep an eye on. As always, I will put links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.